Alright, how's everyone doing? I hope you're doing fine. Welcome to Autumn in the City. In May 1968, the French people attempted to overthrow their government. They failed to protect the republic. France began to shoot at their own people. It is now October. This game is relatively short. It's like 15 minutes long. So if you guys want to check out the game yourself, I'll link it down in the description below. Thanks for the developer reaching out to me. So I figured I'll try this game out a bit. I really like the atmosphere, first of all. It must be well past midnight now. A not unpleasant wind sneaks through the awnings of a towering apartment block. To your south is a small canal, fallen leaves covering the water. To your east is a salmon brick housing complex. The spirits here mingle with the tending wind, the breeze mixing in with spirit whispers. Press Q to view ghosts here. What will you do? I actually can't see. Let me turn up the brightness. The entrance to a canal that snakes through a few blocks, completely man-made, of course. The gate is torn completely off. When this city had anything close to a tourism industry, you remember hopeful majors would campaign on ridiculous projects that would draw incredulous and poor families who wanted to see something incredible on a budget. Areto, the 8.5 wonder of the world. In the winter, of course, it will freeze over and preserve all the red and golden leaves. It was like skating over lava. Well, I guess the first feedback I will give is I wish there's a settings for this, so maybe something like make the music louder or maybe change my keyboard controls and all that, because I could barely see with the brightness. I had to yank it really high to see. A young looking man, weathered by the Italian fall, nods at you with sunken eyes stuck out of an older man's skull. In some nicer Areto, the young man sitting at a cafe impatiently waiting for a date who's at the wrong cafe and won't make it, sorry. He has a cup for spirit change that's empty, but doesn't matter, nothing's for sale anymore. Hard times? Hard times my whole life, me fantasma. Why aren't you inside the complex? It's unlocked. Can't stay there for more than a minute with the police tossing me out. Police still patrol here? Nah, police only patrol if you show up with cash, and nobody would pay to protect the street. They come anyways if you call enough though. Good practice, bum like me. So, let me see... this one then. Me? I don't have a story. I just have some events. I have spare change. I lived in the suburbs about 6 blocks from here. Worked as a clerk for some accountant company. When the angel showed up, the angel? It's what we call the nuke. The nuke. Why the angel? That nuke was the rapture, buddy. Took up all of the chosen and left all us sinners. You mean it left us in hell? Hell. You said it, not me. Okay. Yeah, an old lady and her girl, and this quiet guy and her. He keeps to himself. He walks in and out with a big thing of books every few days. Asked him for spare change once. He just looked at me blankly like he was glaring. Nice guy. Yeah, well, judge a man by his enemies, huh? What about this? She's nice and then she's not so nice. Pretty sure she's beating on that girl, you see? But she brings me food scraps, yeah, but enough to keep me alive. It's how you say a dilemma. A moral dilemma. Isn't that something? The girl's nice though. Awfully quiet, big shaggy head of hair. Young, I think 12, I don't know. When I used to sleep in the complex, I would hear it. If we hadn't had you, if we had moved out of the city, wouldn't have seen the blast, your father would be here. The angel. I don't hear her say that stuff anymore. Jesus, guy. Don't dig up my ancient memories. Blonde college-age girl. Rich, I guess, though not sure that matters much here. Not rich enough to get out of here. Besides, that psychopath probably enjoys it here. What exactly did she do? Before the angel, we dated for a little bit, I guess. Then I found out about her, how you say, occupation. What, she was a prostitute? What? No, worse. Worse. The bum closes his eyes in shudder pain. Best to drop it. This one. Why aren't you asleep? Don't sleep too well anymore, don't sleep too well. Matter of fact, don't think I've had a good night's sleep since May. How come? That boom left a damn ringing in my ear. If I ain't talking or hearing a voice, it sounds like death. The nuke, the big one. Anyways, think it's gonna be what takes me out? What? I'm thinking the lack of sleep will get to me before the cold or the police. Not starvation? Nah, not starvation. That old lady, the one with the girl, she gets me something to eat every once in a while. keeps me whole. Okay, we learn a little bit more about this. There's Angel taking the chosen people, I'm guessing. What the where am I? Hold on, go back. A stout ghost man rests his head on the dull gray concrete. He is, or rather was, wearing a thick green-blue flannel. Where is it? Where is it? Where's what? It's a little bit weird because the OST changed when I go to this room, but when I go back, the OST didn't change back to this room's OST. Okay, so nothing's here. What about here? Where there was a door, there is a calling space. It is a kind of dream catcher for a ghost. But no, it is not time yet. You feel yourself being called towards the room behind this door to be swallowed up by it. But it is necessary first to know who you are. What does that mean? Hung by a sturdy noose is your lifeless body. You are a younger man with laugh lines across your bluish-white face. There's a small postcard underneath your feet. It has a little palm tree and it smells a little like artificial grape. So, wait. Oh, wait, so I'm dead. This is a ghost. So this is my body? I'll be honest with you, first of all, when I entered the room, I thought this was a priest wearing like a necklace. From this perspective, it kind of looks like that. Many parts of it are scratched out and started over. My name is Andrew Tralfar. I'm 29 years old. I suppose I work as a security consultant for the French government. I work there no longer. I quit 2 weeks ago. It is human nature to see a dead body and to feel sympathy for it. I implore you not to. The idea was to drop it on one of the areas the rioters had occupied. We didn't understand that there was no occupation of some external force. Rioters, civilian, they were all the people. I was the tiebreaker. So I am here. Kick me, spit on me, whatever, do what you will. When you're done, please just forget about me. Break up the wall, leave the postcard. Let me confess to God forever. With love, the tiebreaker. There it is. Now you know who you are, you suppose. Maybe there's someone around here that is looking for you. Alright, so I guess this is just like a punching bag. I don't know if it's the dialogues or how it's written. It's a little bit hard for me to follow. Or maybe I'm just stupid. So that's what it means. I need to learn more about myself before I can proceed here. A distended woman careens over a small table. She falls over herself like taffy. Her breath reeks of cogs and glass. If you get up close, you can see a whole factory in her mouth. The woman speaks in a begrudging murmur. Who's there? I'll get you, the old. Who's there? The woman looks up at you. Oh, it's you. And the woman promptly passes out again. 2 girls, one college age with dirty brown hair, a brown petticoat over a frilly white shirt, and the other a teenager, half-starved, same face as the woman in the other room. They are surrounded by dimming candles and a hastily drawn red circle. They don't seem to notice you. The scrawny girl, Autumn, just get up and walk away, please. No, Mela, there's nothing left out there. You went to college, Autumn. There's loads. Yeah, for marketing, can't machine a piston with that, can't you? Then buy your way out of this hole. You want a young woman to walk, 60 miles? We literally know people with cars. No, we don't. We don't know people who would want to drive us through police territory. Look, you're missing the point. The degree doesn't matter, Mela. I'm on how you say, like when a house is built wrong. Bad foundations. If you bring up your job again, there's blood on my hands, Mela. I'm sorry I keep bringing up. Mela motions to get up. Look, no, I can't do this. Wait, look, this is just a stupid thing, okay? It's just to make me feel a little bit better, okay? We can get through this. Then I'll look into a car or something and try to get out of here. You just have to do this little thing for me, okay? And then it will all be over. Fine, let's run through this thing again. Okay. Takes a deep breath. Mela gingerly opens up a page of the Burgundy book and starts reading. Spirits, hear my wayward call. I would like to draw upon the mana in the room and draw the memory of Andrew Tralfar. Oh, that's me, right? And draw, into the body of Autumn Yielding. What? Into my body. Wait, what? So we're dragging the... What the f... And then a horrible sinking feeling and a flashing light. And you enter the body of Autumn. You possess her. Autumn? Autumn? Are you okay? Why did you summon me? Come on, Autumn. That's not funny. I'm afraid I'm not joking. You speak unsettlingly through Autumn's voice. Why did you summon me? Mela stutters. I summoned you in order to destroy your spirit. I want to exorcise you out of our town. And you believe this will... I think it will make us all maybe more hopeful. I don't know. The specter haunting friends. And what? You want to kill Autumn? Oh shit. No, this was all Autumn's idea. Mostly, I guess. I told her jokingly about this stupid book I was reading. It was a book of old rituals, whatever the hell they are. Rituals that speak of mana and ghosts. Isn't it interesting? Mana everywhere, coagulating in attic corners and in memories. It's a nice idea. The book makes it seem like magic is precisely where the world is most mundane, and you believe in it. Autumn did. God, and Autumn's a different story. Autumn, I don't know what you want me to tell you. Is she suicidal? Well, I guess she has some issues. She always did. Her dad wasn't so nice, but her mom was. She was rich, I guess, but she was always working. She had to provide for their family's lifestyle. She was just so high-strung, and I guess her job was the thing that broke her. I don't know. Her job? Mela fell silent. Sure, I guess I'll start with who I was before the blast. Two different people? Maybe. Different enough situations to do it. If there were any situation to do it, yeah. My teachers always said I was all bubbly and stuff, but I had trouble sitting still. And I was studying broadly to work in the finance sector. I wanted to watch the money flow in and out of bodies, but there's no bodies anymore. Yeah, and no money. Now I don't know. There's an old library that closed down during the revolution. All of its windows are broken now. I go there sometimes, I read. Mostly I just walk around the city though. I walk for hours. What do you do while you walk? Nothing. I don't do anything. I'm not even sure I look around. I just need to keep moving. Mela chuckles quietly there. I guess I don't know. That bum outside said she screams at you. Yeah, well, come on, don't defend her. I'm sorry, Mr. Andrew, but I get it. Even before Dad died, she was so high-strung. She juggled everything like an infinite set of objects. Doesn't mean she can drink herself half to death. Yeah, well, she dropped it. She dropped the infinite set and it's been crashing down forever. The room falls silent. There's nothing but the tinning crackle of the candle wax. How did you die, Mr. Andrew? How myself couldn't take the guilt, I guess. You thought you could? No, I don't suppose I did. Mela's taken back. You knew that you wouldn't be able to take the guilt? I suppose some part of me did, some quiet part of me. But that good old flag. Anyway, that's ancient history now. So am I. Ancient history. I've always hated that phrase. How come? I don't know, it's always so dismissive, but lots of ancient history matters. It matters so much we study it. We hold it up to the light. We take great pains to hold it up to the light. You think we would have met if you weren't a ghost? Sorry? Just thinking, it's kind of interesting. This is one of the first few pleasant conversations I've had in a while. Yeah, we might have met. Oh god, what was it? Listen. What was her job, Mela? She would... Okay. Do you remember the Sicklin experiments? Remind me. There was that awful disease going around, Sicklin, the one that would like melt away at you. It was like leprosy, but 1,000 times worse. It was so fast too. We developed a cure in time, but it was untested. We needed a live base to test it on. Autumn would find kids. Oh, she would take kids from the sick houses and orphanages and factories. Kids from families of 20, kids with no families at all, kids with gears for families. And she would test the vaccine on them. So that was her job. Happy? No, I don't think so. I think she was kind of like a beautiful gold sweater. And the sweater had a single loose thread and she was just unraveling and unraveling and unraveling. And now she's standing nude in the rain, but she's still beautiful, you know? It's just one of those things. Yeah, our last conversations, they were mostly about Ghost. Yeah, she would just rant about Ghost and redemption. I don't know, mister. I don't even know what that means. Did you feel like you had a future before the angel? Yeah, I thought I did, I guess. No, actually, I don't. I think I thought the future wasn't really worth my time. Meaning? Meaning, I'm 13, mister. I don't really know. Wait, she's only 13. I was just... You know where I was during the blast? Tell me. I was crying because this guy hit me in the face while we were playing dodgeball. You remember telling your supervisor to strike certain still open schools and blame it on the revolutionaries to make them lose public support. I don't think I want to tell you. There's clearly something in it for you if Autumn dies. If Autumn doesn't die here, does my spirit just linger here forever? It's not so bad, you know. We wouldn't be so different, just spirits lingering around. And if you shoot Autumn, I go to heaven or hell or whatever. Not hell. Maybe not hell. It's okay, not really. I mean, but it's not much sorry can do now, huh? Yeah. I appreciate it though. And I'm sure you were just compelled to do so. Like Autumn, like my mom. That's just the way it shapes out. No! Please, sir! You understand she's manipulating you, right? You're being manipulated. Look, I'm sorry, but I'm sure someone else will summon you. You'll be free eventually. I can't do it now, please. If you ask her to shoot Autumn, you'll be freed from your purpose as a ghost. Your drive will be fulfilled. You'll go to whatever's waiting for you. But if you don't, if you ask her to spare Autumn, you'll linger here forever. What? I want you to exercise me. I would like to be free. I don't know if I can do it. You have to, Mela. You have to let me be free. You have to let Autumn be free too. You have to purify her. Okay, Mela. I will count down, okay? 5, 4. Mela's eyes are completely shut. She's trembling. 2, 1. Someone has written disarm in chalk in the street outside your apartment. The rain is washing it away. This is a mean-spirited game. It's a mean-spirited game of mine. It's mean-spirited to the audience and to its little characters. And to little Autumn and Mela. And to the man who just called a bomb and so on. It's a mean game. Maybe I'll say life is mean and that this game is true to life. That doesn't seem right though. And as I return to the real world after some false resolution in the game world, I'm left to fester in the contradictions of real life. A game that was just real life wouldn't be a game at all. It would just be another part of life. I moved in 3rd grade and those memories are almost obliterated. They're almost gone. All I remember is salmon concrete and some idyllic image of a forest near my apartment and a man strangely built my house and so on. They're a friend I forgot to say bye to. There's a stove I forgot to turn off. Leave the postcard. The memories are being obliterated. They're slipping away. The remaining memories are like the ghosts in this game. They are drives towards purposes that no longer exist. I looked for that friend everywhere, you know, I still do. A few years ago, I campaigned for this awful political candidate, a really awful one. It was no good. I went door to door. That was fun. I got to peer briefly into people's homes, walk around these dead, rich suburban biospheres. They were indeed like biospheres. They were completely controlled environments. We were the only intruders. We were like foreign parasites. We were like rifts in their mundane. An empty schoolyard where we first met, the 2nd floor of an apartment complex. These places are being obliterated too. Let me tell you about a bad habit that I have. I make every story I write about the nuclear bomb. It is simply because a nuclear bomb has a high amount of symbolic potency. Why? A nuclear bomb has the weight of the world behind it. This arm is being washed off the concrete. The rift is closing. Hard times, my whole life. This game, including its music, writing, and so on, was made by Aditya Anand. For Justin and the working class, thanks. And to any girls in the crowd, I'll tell you something only you can hear. Alright then, let's go to back here. I'm gonna see the other ending. Okay, there's something that confuses me a little bit. So I'm a ghost, right? How come this guy can see me? Because the two girls, they have to summon me to talk to me, but this guy somehow sees me? Okay. Okay, Mela, put the gun down. It's over. I am going to live on my own accord. Okay. Mela throws the gun down. She rushes into Autumn and embraces her tightly. As Mela puts down the book, you feel a tightness form in your head. Then, you're separated from Autumn's body. Can you... What the hell just happened? Was any of that real? Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I don't know what just happened, Mela. I'm sorry. I can't believe... I'm so sorry. What are you apologizing for? Mela wants to say she would have shot Autumn if you had called for it. Mela doesn't say anything, she just hugs Autumn tighter. Autumn embraces her back, then Autumn slowly pushes her off. Mela, you're the bravest girl I know, you know that? No, come on, you let yourself get possessed. That's not what I mean. You're the bravest girl in the world. Autumn's voice drops to a near whisper. You're gonna have to be brave for me one last time, Mela. It happens very quickly within an instant. Autumn launches for the gun. Autumn points the gun to her own mouth. She fires. Okay. The twists are interesting. It's just not what I expected I had in mind, I guess. I thought I was gonna explore like outside more and see the gravity of the nuclear bomb. Like how it really affected the outside environment. It was kind of cool though. It was a cool short game. There are some good parts, there are some negative parts, I would say, that could be improved on. I like the environment a lot though, like these pixelated graphics. This game is hard to put into words, honestly. So we couldn't take the guild, and then the girl couldn't take it either as well. So she let herself be possessed by me. And then in the end, I guess she just wanted to die. She kind of used an excuse. What are you making a 13-year-old girl do anyways? But it's a pretty unique game, I think. Thank you again for the developer for reaching out to me. If you guys want to check the game out yourself, I'll link it down in the description below and play it yourself. The developer also has other games in their page that they're making or they've made before. So if you guys want to check that out, that's okay as well. But yeah, that was it, I guess. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a nice day or nice night depending on where you are, and take care.